Live from the cabin. It's not very scary. So I'm live streaming, and I have no idea how well it's working. I'm trying something new this time. I'm trying Google Hangouts as opposed to my previous method. And I haven't configured any of the settings because there don't seem to be as many settings. And so if this doesn't work very well, I'm going to stop it and then do the old method. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't see anywhere where it says, you know, what resolution. It says I have 3 viewers. Can somebody tell me how this is looking? Is it working at all? I'll type it. How's video looking? I don't know. So I haven't been doing much today. I had too much to drink last night, so not feeling all that great. I blame my wife. Over there.
No.
No?
You cannot blame me.
I can't blame her. Yeah. So if either of my viewers here can tell me how this is looking, that'd be great. 4 viewers now. It's not. I don't see any way to see who's watching. Yeah, if somebody could tell me how the video is looking, if this is working at all, that'd be great. Junebug's whining. What are you whining about? What's he whining for?
Because Willow had the toy.
Oh, because Willow has the toy. When Willow has a toy, Junebug won't go near her because she's afraid of getting snapped at. Willow's not doing anything with it. She's just lying there and the toy's lying there. Oh, it's... Yeah, so... Can someone please tell me how the video is looking? No idea. Me. To do 6 viewers, I can't see who. Video. Oh, hey, Ernie. Oh, wow. That's something. That's weird. I'm seeing the comments. Oh, okay. This is weird. I opened up another window and went to the window that you guys are probably looking at, and now I see comments. Okay. But bizarre. All right. I'm just going to put this on my Facebook page just in case. Just in case Somebody's forgotten. Do, 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 do. Just had some soup. Anything in my teeth? Now what's happening? Oh, I see. So Arnie, am I pronouncing your name right, Arnie? How's Iceland? How's the weather? Oh, you're cooking right now, grilling a lamb. A whole lamb? Oh, I can't even post on Facebook. It's using up all my bandwidth. What the? Oh, the. Oh, Facebook. I'll do it again. Post. Bizarre. So how's everybody doing today? I've got 9 viewers. How do I tell who they are? Participants. Super Raza. There's also here Dawn Chabot. Am I pronouncing that right? Me? 10 viewers now. Aaron S. Hey guys. So it is a really nice day here at the cabin. It's been sunny, a good breeze going. And you might think that it's a good day for a hike, but the bugs get you as soon as you go. Like right around the cabin here is not bad at all, but as soon as you go, 10 steps into the forest, they get you. Is that you? You're on as me.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. That's my wife saying hi.
I wanted to see what it is.
Tiny NH House. Hi, friend. I didn't know you were doing a live session today. I just stumbled across it. I just got back from HD buying some PEX pipe and fitting. Oh, home PEX pipe and fittings. Yeah, PEX pipe is. I've done some work with PEX. You have one of those special tools though that crimpers. They're really expensive. I bought one. I was doing a little job. I bought one and then I returned it just for the job. Just kind of funny. I can't even post on Facebook because all my bandwidth is being used. Actually, I think I can throttle bandwidth somehow here. Yeah, I thought I'd seen it somewhere. Anyway, yeah, so beautiful day here. I'm wondering, like, if I point this at the window, are you just going to see a glare? Yeah. She doesn't like being on camera. Oops. Yeah. Here. Should put up a webcam so people can just kind of dial in whenever they feel like and see what the weather's like, see what's going on. Super raza. How are the flies? As I was saying earlier, they're not bad right here around the cabin, but as soon as you step out into the bush or back along the trail, the deer flies come out and they're really bad. I don't know. It's right. A couple of days ago, I took June for a walk, and oh man, they were just all over me. But and I have my bug jacket on, but it's a little stuffy in that bug jacket. So, It wasn't comfortable at all. Make this post on Facebook because I just bandwidth usage. Okay, I'm going to slow this down for a second so that I can hopefully. Oh, come on, Facebook. I need to shave sometime. Oh, man. I'm tired of her whining. Facebook's not doing anything now. Come on. Tiny NH House. Glare is good. It means glare is good. It means it's not raining. Hi to your wife. My wife is having lunch with some old friends from university. Oh, that's nice. How are you, dear? She's good, thanks. She's having some snack. What is it? What are you eating, dear?
Spicy Shanghai mix.
Spicy Shanghai mix. Offgrid.se. Hi there. Hi there. SE. What is SE? Sweet. Aaron, how did your cell repeater install work for you? Boost your signal well. No. No, I bought the wrong antenna. And so it didn't work at all. And I should have returned it, but it's sitting here on the floor. Mostly because, you know, it says right in their description of the product, make sure you buy the right product, follow all these rules to make sure you have the right product. And I didn't, and I put the wrong one. So I thought, oh, I can't really return it. But anyway, I'm not using my data plan at all. I have high-speed internet here now. I've got, well, high speed, it's 5 megabit up and, no, 5 megabit down, 1 megabit up, and a 200 gigabyte per month data allowance. ExploreNet is what it is. And I still can't get to Facebook. Oops. There, okay, I changed the data to very low just so I could hit Facebook. Just so I can post this thing, and then I'll turn it back up. Okay, I'm getting something now. Here's the link. Sweden. No, that's all. I'm from Canada. Can somebody look at my Raspberry Rock Facebook page and see if that worked? I appreciate it. Raspberry Rock off-grid cabin. Here, I'll post it in the chat. So Junebug finally got that toy she was whining over, and she's just destroying it. She doesn't understand. Like, she destroys a toy, we have to throw it out, and then she has no toy. Why doesn't she chew on an elk antler? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna. No, I didn't fetch the preview of that link. Try again. Ah, that's better. Raspberry Rock shared Raspberry Rock. That's nice. Oh, hey, here's some really good news. I'm going to turn the data back up on this now. Here's some good news. My there. My oh, what the hell is it? The what is it? What is it that survived? Rat? No, my rhubarb. My rhubarb plant survived. When we were putting up the antenna for the internet, we stepped on it like a bunch of times, and it just got destroyed. And the two stalks that were there got broken off, and I thought, oh, it's dead. But today we went out and looked at it, and there's two new stalks growing out of it. So pretty happy. Offgrid.se, I got really poor internet connection in my cabin right now. It's about 5 megabit. I can hardly look at YouTube right now. Well, that's all I have, 5 megabit. But I guess, you know what, you're with ExploreNet that does a lot of the rural areas, and they pop up an antenna. Well, there's two things they do. They pop up an antenna, you can connect to it. It's LTE, so it's like cell phone connection. Or you can connect direct to satellite, which is not bad, but your response time is really poor, and you can't really upload very well either, which would have been impossible for me to upload videos with satellite. But no, I'm using LTE, and I've heard mixed reviews about ExploreNet, what you get from them, but mine has been really stable, and I've been really happy with it. And I can do things like this, like live stream. Tiny NH house. My project this afternoon is to extend deer fencing around my 2 apple trees. The deer wait until apples are ripe before they devour them. Yeah, you know, something came along in the middle of the night, I think, and destroyed one of my tomato plants. And I can't even figure out what the purpose was. So there's 6 tomato plants sitting pretty close by. One of the ones in the middle, they knocked the cage down, stripped all the branches off of it, knocked one of the tomatoes on the ground, and that was it. Oh, and I had a bunch of plants in little they're like cardboard cups, so you can just plant them directly. A bunch of plants growing in there on a pan down there, and they just knocked them all over the place. Some were destroyed and some weren't. I can't figure it out what went through there. But definitely, if I have a garden next year, I'm gonna have to put a fence around it, even just to keep these 2 turds out of it, because they'll get in there and they'll dig around. But tell me, like, what size of fence are you going to put around your apple trees? Because you're pretty good jumpers. I'd be curious. Like, it's going to be like 5 or 6 feet tall, I imagine. That's my plan for this fall, is to make a garden, which will be difficult. And I haven't even got a spot. There's so much shading around here. And, you know, and I got like 6 inches of dirt on top of bedrock. You know, very little to work with. And you wouldn't know it for all the trees around here and all the things growing. But yeah, I gotta find a spot and put up a big fence. I'm not sure what size of garden just yet. Not huge or anything, but you know, I don't know what a decent size would be. 20 feet by 20 feet, maybe. I don't know. This is weird. So I'm using Google Hangouts, and Google Hangouts is telling me there are 10 viewers, but there are only, besides me, there's only 2 participants showing. Offgrid.se and Tiny NH House. Yankee White. That's weird. Yankee White. It wasn't showing you. Oh, now it is. Oh, it might only be showing the people who are participating. Yeah, okay, so Robin, hi there. Yankee White, maybe a hay bale garden. A hay bale garden. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. Robin, hi there, Robin. Glad you could make it this time. Tiny NHS. I currently have a 5-foot tall wire fence around each tree, but the fence is too close. The deer just reach over the fence and have dinner. Yeah. I want to put up some apple trees. I want to put up. My neighbor had the best idea. We go hunting every winter, or every November, deer hunting, and he said you can if you can get a hold of some apples, you can put the apples down, and the deer will come to them. But so what he did was he just planted some apple trees. I thought, what a great idea! I'm going to plant an apple tree just across the pond over here, so that I can just sit on the deck. I can put it right off the deck. Take care of them deers. Mafiax, good luck with garden, and thanks for the early stream. Hey, no problem. we were sitting around last night talking about when would be the best time to do a live stream. And I said, well, you got viewers in Australia, and you got viewers in Iceland, Arnie, and we're trying to go, what's time? I don't know. I don't know, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. is a good time here because it's so nice out. And here you are looking at me when you should be looking outside. I really should do that. I should get a webcam and set up a web page where you can just kind of hit the web page whenever you feel like it and see what the weather's like here. That'd be cool. This one guy had a webcam on a little robot that kind of drives around on the floor, and you could connect to his website and actually control the robot. And you could drive his little robot around the room, and you can watch him doing his homework. I thought, that's funny. That's cool. I'd like to do that. Good luck with the garden. Thanks for the early stream. Oh yeah. So offgrid.se, upload a video this week from the cabin took 5 hours. Yeah, my episode 4.5 took like 13 hours. It's not like 6 gigabytes though. It was a big one. And even at home where I have 5 megabit upload, it would take 2 to 3 hours. So, but whatever, at least I'm getting videos up. Robin S, me too. Me too. Offgrid.se, I'm going back to Eden Garden. The clock is 20:20. 10:20 in Sweden. Going back to Eden Garden. What does that mean? Richie did Jesus. Hello from New York City. Hey. Camera's kind of. Oh, there's my wife. Trying to fix the. There we go. Isn't she pretty? I love it when she's here. Oh, I see. That would be cool with a webcam. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I gotta look up how to do that. Just set up a webcam. You guys can tell me what you want to see, where you want me to put the webcam, whether it's kind of the view off the deck, which is really nice, or a view of the cabin or whatever. You can watch me booting around here. Although I sometimes walk around naked. Arnie, that would be cool and really cool if you would put it out where you had one of the lights so it would show us the cabin. Yeah. Country Life 203, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Arnie, if that is possible. And yeah, 1822, 622. Yeah, so you're 4 hours ahead of me. And oh, I said 10:20. No, that's 8:20 in Sweden. So you're 6 hours ahead of me. Offgrid.se. Country Life 203. Going to Vermont next week to look at land to buy. Yeah, I hear Vermont is really beautiful. If you can get some cheap, go for it. Back to Eden Garden. You cover it with wood chips. I'll have to look that up. Well, not now. All my bandwidth is being used right now. Cooking with Rye. Hey, Rye. Are your railings up yet? Are you coming yet? Because when you get here, there'll be railings. Does it bother? So it bothers Rye that I don't have railings on my deck. Does it bother anybody else? Like, does anybody watch me on the deck and go, "Oh, the fall"? It's not that high. I mean, you know, it's the ground is. If you're standing on the ground, the deck's this height in most places. Tiny NH ground. Tiny NH house back to Eden is garden covered with wood chips to hold moisture and reduce weeds. Yeah. Okay. I understand. I don't have anything to make wood chips, though. I can make sawdust. Pretty good at that. Country Life. Hi, Mrs. Raspberry. She's outside. Outside with the dogs. Yeah, it's really nice. She's been able to come every weekend during the summer. And she's got every Friday off during the summer as well. So she comes up Thursdays right after work and stays till Sunday. That was really nice. It's really growing on her. Yeah. Country Life, what's your budget for buying land, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer. I'm just curious. Around here in Ontario is finding land like this, you know, close by is difficult. You really got to keep your eye on the listings. If you drive, say, 6 hours north, up, if you want to look at it on a map, like Timmins, Ontario, past Timmins area, you can get land pretty cheap. And I considered doing that at one point, but if I had land like 6 hours away, I'd never go there. I wouldn't like the drive. But here it's like 2.5 hours from where we are in the city, and 2.5 hours isn't bad. I don't love driving that much anymore, but 2.5 hours I can do, and it's not a bad drive. I'm not hitting the highways or anything like that. It's mostly back roads. Well, not back roads. Main roads that aren't highway roads. Makes sense? Yeah. Offgrid.se. I need railings on my deck. It's 3 meters tall. That is pretty high off the ground. Yeah, I would probably put railings on my deck if it was that. If it was that tall. In fact, I think I have to put railings on anyway, just to satisfy the building permit, to get that signed off. I forget what the building code is. Like, if your deck is more than a foot or 2 feet off the ground or something like that, you have to put railings on. So I'm sure mine is much higher. So what kind of railings? I don't know. Something temporary. Country Life, 10 or more acres, 20,000 to 25,000. Yeah, so like a little hobby farm kind of thing. That would be really nice. 10 acres is, yeah, that's a nice size. That's a really nice, depending on what you've got. Like if it's 10 acres, except, you know, you've got an 8-acre beaver pond on it. That's not so great. I've looked at some land like that. You know, 100 acres, except 80 acres of swamp. You know, just plain unusable, ugly swamp. And so you really got to look at where you're going. But if you look at if anything with farmland, now farmland anywhere around here is like $1,000 to $2,000 an acre, really expensive stuff. So if you're getting 10 acres and, you know, part of it's farmland, maybe there's a barn on the property, that'd be really nice. You could set up a nice little hobby farm with that. I would love to do that. If I didn't have this, I mean. Cooking with rye. Woo! What was that for? Tiny NH house. Same here. My NH cabin is 2.5-hour drive north of my primary residence in Massachusetts, because I can't say Massachusetts. Yeah, 2.5 hours. That's good. It's a good drive, especially if, well, it depends. Like the highways around Toronto, if I had to take, say, the 401, Highway 401 that kind of goes around and through Toronto, that's a nightmare. Any time during the week, any time of the day. But some highways are not bad, if, you know. Tiny NHS. My 2.3 acres in New Hampshire cost me $25,000 4 years ago. 2.3 acres. And what do you do with that land? Like, what do you do with that property? I'd be curious to know. Cooking with rye. Railings. Ryan said he'd come if I built railings. So hold on, guys. I need something to drink. I put my webcam on top of my water bottle. Just swap. There. Moneyball. Howdy, Moneyball. That was a good movie, by the way. Moneyball. Brad Pitt. And that other guy. Did I forget his name? Oh, hey, Rye. Can I show everybody your book? Tell me, I've got it right here. I'm just south of you a bit in Trenton. Oh, hey. Yeah, so you must see the Hercules fly overhead. I think they're coming out of Trenton and heading north. I'm not sure where to. We seem to be in some corridor where they fly those things. If you've seen my November video, and then I think again in episode 4.5, maybe these guys, they fly overhead and then they overhead again and they circle. It's like, I'd almost say that my cabin is one of those. No, Rye, your other book, the one I just read. I'd always say that my cabin is one of those spots that they look for on the ground so they know when to turn. Because they turn right over top of my cabin. It's crazy. After that is you have 15 acres. And what do you do with the 15 acres? Tell us. I do quite regularly. Yeah, all the time. It's almost daily. All right, the one I just read, the bug out one. Your pseudonym book. Oh yeah, sorry, your pseudonym book. Yes, that one. I looked at that and said synonym book. I don't know what that is. That's not the one. It's like, did he write a book about synonyms? That'd be a really weird book. I'm an idiot. My bookmark at the end, because that's where I got to. Wow, is that backwards? Why is that backwards? How do I fix that? It shouldn't be backwards, should it? Wait. No, that didn't work. No, shit. Well, that's dumb. Why did it do that? How do I reverse the camera? Ah, jeez. Sorry, guys. I am new to this Google Hangouts. And I cannot figure out how to do this. I'm just going through the settings. Yeah, I wondered about that because everything. Oh man. Anyway, I'm sure you can figure this out. Bugging Out, really good book. I enjoyed it. By Noah Mann. And it's actually a series of books. How many is it, right? Is there like 8 or 10? Anyway. Yankee White, is this your full-time home? Will it ever be? It's sort of my full-time home now. I'm here. I haven't been back to, I start calling it the rental because it doesn't feel like home anymore. They're our place in the city. I haven't been back there in more than a month. I've been here. And my wife's been coming up on weekends, so it's been great. And if you could live here, you would too, I'm sure. I have 16.5 acres in New Brunswick. I'm starting to build on actually heading down there tomorrow. New Brunswick. Well, that's a bit of a drive, isn't it? But 68.5 acres is a nice chunk of land. Good, not backwards here. Okay, so I'm obviously, the screen that it's presented to me is obviously reversed. Okay, I won't worry about it. Yeah, okay. It's not backward. Touch the setting. you're all sitting there going, "No, Russell, don't do it. You're gonna screw it up." And I wasn't watching. I was lost in my own reverie. Chuck's apartment. Hey, Chuck's apartment. Cooking 7 so far. 8. Number 8 is coming soon. Great. Cool. I'm in. You can get that book on Amazon, by the way. The whole series of books. Just do a search for Noah Man or Bugging Out or whatever. Joey Locke, hey. So on your deck, do you have a floodlight out there to sit on the evenings at all? Considering the lack of light pollution, I'm guessing the Starry Nights there can be pretty nice. Yeah, I do have lights that I'm going to put up. In fact, all the way around the cabin. And they will all be on their own switch. Well, so the east side will be on a switch, and the west side will be on a switch, just so that, you know, we can, if we hear something, we can turn on a light and kind of bathe the area in light. But no, it's much nicer sitting with no lights on the deck and watching the stars. It can be really, really nice, especially because we're pointed directly north here, and the Big Dipper comes out and it rotates across the sky, and so not that quickly. We sit there, have a drink, and we watch it, and that's really beautiful. Chuck, how are the deer flies? Bad. They're not too bad. Right around the cabin here, they're not too bad. In fact, my wife's sitting out in the deck right now. I don't think they're bothering her at all there. But out in the bush, they're bad. So what can you do? We have our bug jackets, and we have lots of bug spray that we use. Tiny NH house. Most of my land is forest. I have a small open spot for cabin. Will eventually have a veggie garden. Hoping to retire in my cabin, at least in the good weather. Also a hideout if TSHTF. Yeah. Bugging out, man. Get Ryan's book. Ryan's book. I think one of his characters actually uses that phrase. The shit hits the fan. Moneyball, that's where I am from. Posted to Trenton with the military. Oh, I see. Okay, cool. So what do you do in the military? What's your occupation? Offgrid.se. I got a lot of forest, and I got meadows and a large garden, so I'm trying to be more self-sustainable. Good. That's good. That's a good mix. Yeah, I've heard that if you want to be self-sustainable, you should have 1 acre per person living there. So obviously, it doesn't work for really small numbers like 1 person. But so if you had 10 people living there, then you should have 10 acres, and you should have a mix of forest, garden, animal pens, you know, that sort of thing. Offgrid.se, I got it. Oh, yeah, okay. Moneyball, you got a great piece of land, by the way. Thank you. I thought so. I'm one of those people that, you know, when I started looking for properties, and I saw, you know, what looked like the right kind of property for the right kind of price. Well, first I use Google Earth and I zoom in and make sure it wasn't all swamp. But I'm the kind of guy who actually likes to go and see the property. So, you know, I saw several properties before I went to this one. I got to go and look at all of it. I looked at this one twice. I came here the first time, and I got as far, and I wasn't as prepared as I should have been. But I only got halfway across the property, and I didn't realize that until I got back home. And I was looking at my GPS software on my phone and thinking, ah, shoot. So I came back again and went all the way across because I really wanted to see what the property was all about. And I just fell in love with it. Makastaka, hey, what time is it there in Australia, mate? Moneyballs. I was posted in Shiloh with the guns before I moved here. It was go out there, but much more relaxed now. Oh, that's good. I don't know what signals means or what occupation that is. My son was infantry in Meaford, and he tried to change occupations to, what was it? The guys that look after the computer systems in the Air Force. No, I'm not going to think. Anyway, long story. He's not in the military anymore. Kind of got shoved out. Yankee White, a time lapse of the Big Dipper view off your deck without the railing would be cool. Yes, it would be. And I should do that sometime. I can probably do that with my camera, but I can figure out how. You can do a lot of things, but I need my friend Brian here. He's the one with the $2,600 camera and $2,800, telescoping lens, and he knows all the features on his camera. So he'll have to show me how to do it. Well, I did the same before I bought mine. Dragged my old man across New Brunswick when looking for him. Yeah. And you know what? It's fun just to go out and see land. I like hiking anyway, so not a big deal. Max stack of 4:40 a.m. I'm sorry. Did you hear the part earlier? My wife and I were sitting down last night trying to figure out what time would be best. But when you've got viewers all over the world, it's really hard to plan, a better time. I'm sorry it's so early there, or late. Moneyball, anything to do with communications, basically radio man. Yeah, okay, cool. Patrick McIntosh, cool videos. Cheers, bird. Thanks, Patrick. So that's funny because I'm seeing people here that I haven't seen before. So it's cool. This is showing me 20 viewers, and yet only 1, 2, 3, 4 participants. I don't know how this would work. I would love to see who all the viewers are. I guess some people don't have YouTube accounts, so they're just kind of like guests. Joey, that sounds a good idea for lighting. Do you ever consider putting in a small roof light so you can see the stars from indoors, especially in the winter? Might be quite relaxing. Oh, like what do they call it? Skylight. Yeah. No. I mean, yes and no. I have no faith that I could put in a skylight and not have it leak all over the place. Funny story. I probably told this a bunch of times before, but I'll tell it again. The deck is one of the first things that got built here. We put in the subfloor here, and then I did the deck because I need a nice flat spot to put my barbecue and table and stuff. And I would sit here at night, sit on the deck at night, lean way back and watch the stars, and it was just gorgeous every night. And then, it was about a month later that we finally got the roof finished, and I got the roof finished over the deck. And that first night after I finished the deck roof, I sat down and I went, oh, because I couldn't see the stars. No. But my neighbor texted me. Oh, tell me I did a nice job on the dam out by the road. It wasn't actually me. I'll have to let him know. This is Ian. So there's this big dam. I probably showed it in one of my videos by the road that I come in on. This old road. It's not really a road anymore. And the dam getting higher and higher, and the water level higher and higher. And one of these days, that whole road's going to wash away. And every now and then we get out there, Chris and I, and we kind of break up the dam, and those beavers would be there half an hour later building it back up. But Ian, over the last couple of days, Wednesday and Thursday, I think, he was out there and spent hours and really did a great job breaking up the dam and lowering the water level. So very thankful for that. Moneyball, you picked the perfect time for me. Great. Moneyball, I was trying to get into the reserves as a musician. My health isn't the best, though. I had a friend who, straight out of high school, she went into the military, and somewhere out in the East Coast, and she played with the band. That's all she did. And she said, I forget what she says. Only like 50% of the time they actually play, because you can't play an instrument all day long. You know, she played the French horn, and your muscles can't. You're like your embouchure is like any other muscle. You just can't work it all day long. It doesn't work. So they spend half their day playing music, sometimes out on the yard under a tree, and the other half of the day they had another occupation. She said she worked in the library, and some days, you know, when she was supposed to go to the library, she just didn't. She didn't feel like it, so she left. Nobody cared. Oh, hey, Wes, is your property backed up to government land? Are you surrounded by private property? I'm the private property on 3 sides, and the other side is crown land. Doesn't seem to make any difference. I mean, nobody comes out this way. Well, I mean, I mentioned that I have neighbors, and they're not like right. Their properties aren't right next to mine. They're just people that come up here to their cabins. You know, my closest neighbor is, well, the guys from London. They're about 1 kilometer southwest of me. But otherwise, like, nobody comes up here. Like, my neighbors on the adjoining properties, I've never seen them because they never come here. The only people that come here are hunters in November, and nobody comes on my property, and nobody seems to go on the other properties. People. There's one guy like 3 properties north of me that hunts with dogs, and those dogs come. You know, they come from all the way up there, you know, through my property and down several more, and then they come back up because nobody else is out here. It's kind of funny. Joey, it'd probably be difficult and something you do way down when it's all fixed and done, etc. But it could be a good addition, especially in the upper loft area. I remember you showed before. That is an interesting idea. If we had like a skylight right over the bed, that'd actually be pretty neat. I will consider that. It's scared to put holes in the metal roof, but I will consider that. Max Decker, are you retired or do you still have a job? I get this question a lot. I'm semi-retired. I have an investment that pays me an annuity, and that's what I'm living on right now. And my wife has a really good job. I say semi-retired because I really should have a job, but I don't. Hey, Robin Desard, how are you? Tiny NH house. I installed a solar-powered motion sensor LED light above my front door. Works great. Really dark in NH at night. Stars are spectacular. Yeah, it gets dark here too. There's no light pollution from anywhere. It gets really dark. Moneyball, that would have been a great job in the military, not a lot of positions, but if you get it, it's a good go. Yeah, I hear that. The reserves would be neat. I was playing in a community band. I play trombone, by the way. I was playing in a community band, and I thought, I mean, you know, we go around. You don't make any money doing it. You go around, you play for retirement homes and stuff like that. I thought, well, why don't I just join the reserves? Because then you actually get paid. You know, I spend it 1 night a week anyway, playing with the community, practicing with the community band, and then, you know, performing at other times. I thought there's really no difference other than you learn how to march and you wear a uniform. So I don't mind. I love the military. I think it's great. Joey, that sounds like a good idea. Tiny NH, at least that way you've got a little light just in case you need to see something if you hear a noise while you're there in the evenings. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Motion sensor on the, like, I'm gonna put, so the back where the door is, I'm gonna put bright LED lights up and out, but I'm gonna have one in the porch that I'm eventually gonna make just as softer light, probably the same light that I got in the kitchen there, just a 9 watt. And I hadn't thought of putting it on motion sensor, but that's not a bad idea. I might do that. Moneyball, well, my daughter wants to watch cartoons on the computer. Have a great day. All right, see you, buddy. Oh, you have a homesteading channel that you recently started on YouTube. The property down in New Brunswick. Check it out. Mapleberry Farm. We'll check that out. I can't check it out now. All my bandwidth is in use. See you, bud. Macastaka, same as me. What is the same as me? Robin Lazar, why aren't you drinking? It's past 11. Well, to be honest, I had a little too much to drink last night, and I'm feeling kind of crappy today, so I don't think I'm going to be drinking at all. I know, a day without drinking. What am I going to do? What are you doing? What do you do with your time in the evenings if you're not drinking? I don't know. Tiny NHS. I played trombone from 3rd grade all the way through end of university. That's a long time. You must be pretty good, buddy. A lot better than me. I only played it in high school. But, I mean, I was good, but probably not anything near your level. Like, did you actually study music in university? Like, I met one guy. Oh, the guy from the reserves, who I would have been playing with if I got into the reserves. He did his post-secondary. He got a degree in, like, a bachelor's in trombone performance. Then he got his master's in trombone performance, and then he got his doctorate in some kind of music theory. And I thought, holy shit, I'm going to play with this guy? I'm going to sit beside this guy? Yeah, I played trombone in high school. But I was hoping to learn a lot from him. But who knows? Joey, yeah, the skylight above the bed is the idea I had in mind. Do you have a friend who knows how to put in windows glazing? Maybe they could help you out to make sure there's no leaks. A friend who's good at everything, Ray, and he's in at least one of my videos from before I started doing the episodes, and he helped me. He could do it. I know he could do it. He's got skylights in his house, although one of them was leaking for a while. But I don't know if he put it in. But yeah, he can do anything. He's the guy who said he kept telling me how important it was that the floor was level here in the cabin. Every time come for something like that. He does want to come sometime. 12 viewers. Oh, we were at 20 not long ago. Chrome just crashed on me. Did you see the elk antler that I was showing? I don't know. Well, guys, maybe I'll wrap this up because we're dropping viewers like. Yeah, so I'm gonna wrap this up, and thanks for coming out. If you guys like enjoy a weekly live stream, I have no problem doing more. If you're watching this as a video on my channel after the fact, then put down in the comments like when would be the best time. In the day would be better, or in the evening, or whatever. So I'm gonna wrap this up, and I'll see you next time. See you in the videos.